Hi everyone. So let's do a collective reading just to try to capture some of the energy that's around us at the moment. So we have Soulmate. And this says the divine will provide you with love when you are ready. So this could be a love reading or certainly just about some interpersonal relationship that we have in our life. So next I would like to get one archetype card to try to help us figure this out. So we have the prayer. So it's possible that you have been asking for your soulmate or to bring in love when you are ready for it. But there is something here about asking and receiving. And so it does feel like, and it says the divine will provide when you are ready. So for many of you, it feels like you might be getting ready. You may have done a lot of the necessary healing work in order to bring the right person into your life. But it does kind of feel like you're starting to see that. And then finally, our ancestor message says happening for a reason. As things often or always do, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens in the right time. Everything happens when we're ready. So these messages seem to be aligning for me. But let's ask the tarot. Do you guys see that 10 of Cups there on the bottom? So let's ask the tarot for some more guidance. So we have King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, Two of Swords, Two of Wands. Underneath, King of Swords. So there is another person in this energy. This King of Swords represents someone else. Wheel of Fortune, Knight of Cups, and the Five of Pentacles. Underneath everything is the star, which I'm going to flip over. But that star underneath everything is really giving a very strong message that whatever you want is definitely coming to you. The star is about keeping hope alive, putting faith in the universe, knowing that the universe is going to give you what you want, what you deserve in due time when you are ready. It feels inevitable what you want, it's coming in, but you understand that everything happens in its own time, in its own right. So there is a person here with you, and you're really being asked to focus on this person because they're showing up in your focus position. You feel like you are living pretty well. You could be the provider in this situation, but you're certainly very stable. You probably have a pretty viable income with the 10 of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles. This is your energy. This person around you is the King of Swords. So it feels to me like this person is very focused. They're very intentional, but they also might move very quickly. So we'll have to see what this means because we are seeing love when you are ready. King of Swords tends to act swiftly and quickly. The King of Pentacles tends to act more slowly, in a more grounded fashion. And I'm also seeing this Wheel of Fortune here, and the Wheel of Fortune never moves fast. So it could be that the person in your energy wants to move faster with you than you do, or perhaps you're not sure that this is your person, but your person may be wanting to take the relationship to the next level or spend more time together or get engaged or, make that part make sense for you and your story. You'll know. But it feels to me a little bit rushed because I see this King of Swords surrounded by all these pentacles and this Wheel of Fortune. And so I think it could be because it looks like you do have a pretty solid income source here, that this could be, you might be wondering what your person's intentions are and wondering why they want to take this so fast. If you just started dating or if you feel like you're not sure that this is your right person, even if you've been with them a while, you might not be feeling like this is your person. But with the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune being in your challenge position, it does make me say to slow this down, that the slow growth of the Ten of Pentacles and the slowness of the turning wheel in your challenge, this is saying don't rush this with this person. There may be more things you still don't know, or things that you don't see coming, or so don't rush with this person. So if you feel like that you have been intuitively guided to slow things down, then it feels like this is your reading. There is a message with the Two of Swords and the Knight of Cups that's pretty much repeating what we just said. This says wait it out. The Two of Swords never asks you to make a decision. The Two of Swords asks you to wait until you have more information. And so I just feel like you're not clear on this person that you're dealing with. And instead of like fighting against it or making a decision, this is just saying go with the flow and don't make any decisions about love at all. Because I do see there is another person in your energy. You might not know there's another person in the energy because this is in the message from your guides. So, but your guides know that there is another person in your energy. And so they want you to really get clear about that. Maybe they're going to give you some revelations when it comes to this person or a new person. But this is really just asking you to honor and protect your own energy. And then, but I do see with the final outcome, you are making a change of plans. With the Two of Wands is always about a change of plans. It's deciding that one way is not for you and then devoting yourself to a new way. So I do see you making a decision and about this person, because I do think that you know that they're never going to be enough for you. Whoever this current person is in your energy, it's giving me a feeling that you may have already known that this person is not ever going to be enough for you. Maybe they don't give as much as you do. You're showing up as a 10 of Pentacles. They're showing up as 5. So their energy is like half of yours, in other words. And so I do think I see you changing your mind. And I don't know if you will know who this new person is before or after you change your mind. I get the sense it's going to be after. So once you set a new plan in motion with this person, the King of Swords, and you decide to move on from that person because you know they're never going to be able to give you what you give and what you deserve, I think that's when this new person is going to come in. But it could be the other way around for some of you. A new person could come in and then you'll make up your mind about this original person. So let's get a few more tarot just to see what else we can find. Yeah, because this says the divine will provide you with love when you are ready. And I think that's what this is saying. Once you release this person, then you will become ready for your real soulmate, your real love, showing up as the Knight of Cups. So the King of Pentacles and the King of Swords are with the 5 of Rings, or the 5 of Pentacles again. So the 5 of Pentacles can be about insecurity, but it can also be about recovery. So I feel like this person was definitely meant to teach you your own value with the King of Pentacles, but I think you do know your own value because you're showing up as a King of Pentacles and a 10 of Pentacles. So I feel like this person, this original King of Swords person, was sent into your life to teach you your own self-value, but you were always meant to release them so that your true soulmate could come in when you are ready. The 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune are with Metamorphosis, which is the death card in this deck. So this is about profound change and self-awareness. So this is knowing your full value, 10 of Pentacles, and knowing that the energy needs to shift away from this person, but it's in your challenge. So, but the death and the metamorphosis is always a challenge. It's very hard to go through these massive transformations and release people who we may have wanted in our life at one time, or maybe even perhaps has been in our lives for a long time, but all the energy is shifting. This is very clear that this energy is shifting towards a whole new version of you and a whole new person, soulmate in your life that you've probably been asking for. And this happening for a reason, again, with this 5 of Pentacles, is saying this person was put in your life for a purpose, to teach you your self-value, but now you're meant to shift away from that. The 2 of Swords and the Knight of Cups are with the 3 of Rings, or the 3 of Pentacles. So this is about collaboration. This is about competence. So this is about asking yourself with the 2 of Swords, taking a pause in the action and ask yourself if this is the person you want to continue to collaborate with, Or are they only going to ever give half of what you give? So ask yourself that. That's the message. And then the Two of Wands and the Five of Pentacles are with Fortitude, which is the Strength card. So strength is about vitality and it's about courage. And we see two wands in here. It may require your courage to release this original person, but I think you're going to realize that they don't bring the same vitality that you do. You're showing up as a Strength card and they're showing up as a Five of Pentacles. So I feel like you are going to, because I can see you doing that. I see you releasing this person. This wand is behind you and you're looking at your future, but it requires you to just take a pause first, release this person, understand your own self-value, and then your new soulmate is going to come in because you are ready. So there you go. That is our collective reading. Will you please let me know how this was resonant for you? Consider subscribing to the channel if you like my vibe, and we will do this again sometime. Thanks, everybody. Bye.